Hey guys, this is Chris, the lower slower board gamer, and we're gonna wrap up turn two. I've still been playing it, and I wanted to share you guys. Some of you guys have watched a lot of the live streams that I did, and you're kind of invested in this, so I really wanted to go ahead and share with you what was going on. So while I'm waiting for some people to come in, let me go ahead and make an adjustment or two here if I could. I want to do that. Yeah. So yeah, let me make an adjustment or two if I could be so permitted. And while we're waiting for people to show up, which is totally fine. Let's see. We need to do this. And we need to do this. Yeah, that's fine right there. And then now, stop it. What are you doing? Stop it. What are you? Oh, I don't want that. No. There we go. Yeah, nah, don't do it when we're ready. Let's give a couple people a chance to get in if anybody wants to come in and watch. For you guys are kind of invested in this game, this particular playthrough, so I would do a little bit of a share kind of thing. Just getting this chat ready so I can see it. Okie dokie. That up. That's fine. All right. Yeah, cool. Just getting things ready. All right. So, this is Chris, the lower slower board gamer, and we are bringing you our Mr. President by GMT Games Turn 2 update. I've finished all of the activation phases. So I'm going to show you the state of the game, and then we're going to go ahead and do cleanup, consequences, and we're also going to run the midterms. So let's go ahead and do that. And before we do, just a reminder, check out my June 23 video and find out how to win a copy of Mr. President. I am giving one away when I reach 1,200 subs, or if we get close to Labor Day, I'm not going to let it run too long, but I've gotten 5 in the last week, so we may get there. So that'd be totally cool if we could do that. But either way, let us go ahead and head on down. Different camera view for this over here. Need to get a taller boom for the new stand. It's more stable, but it's closer to the board. So anything I need to show, I've got a extra camera here I can move around and do that. And then, of course, we've got over here the usual view that everybody gets to see. And let's move this down here. So I'm not sure if we're going to draw cards or not. I don't think so, but just in case, we'll get that set up like we normally do. And then, of course, I can use that to show things like closer up on tracks and whatnot. Then, of course, we've got our rule book. Turn sequence flip book, which we're going to scroll on down to end of turn so we can go through this, and I believe this is where it is. Yes, final activation, end of turn, and clean up sequences, and this is what we're going to be doing. And I'm hoping this time around I'm in a little better shape, a little better performance perhaps. Did really well. But let's go ahead and just go around and show you some of the stuff we have. We have public approval at 70. We have no wars. Korea really ramped up a couple of times, as you can see by the tension counters they have there. But I was able to get them to stop fighting twice, but I've kept the counters out because they're ornery. Looking at regional alignment and stabilities, I've been able to get them up. Middle East is at 5s. South America is at 5s, but nothing No stability, no alignment is below a 5. So I'm hoping that's going to pay off. I've got all the tensions off the POTUS cabinet focus. We have some legislation waiting to go through. We do have a landmark bill that we passed this turn, the job creation package. Relationships. I swear to you, I am playing this on normal difficulty. I really am. I'm playing it on normal difficulty. We've got our conflict tracks over here are doing well. These guys have started to pick up on some of the strategic capabilities, so getting ahead. Bad thing, North Korea number 4 on the track, and I cannot get it down. And also looking here, we have China. Still a posture 1. Their economy is great. Relationship is middling with us. Russia, lots of tensions there, as you can see. Relationship is 2. I was able to raise that. They have a worsening economy at 5. They are at posture 2. So they are a little bit more aggressive towards us. But that being said, why don't we go ahead and wrap up the turn. So let's go ahead and do cleanup. Place any draw Russia Acts 2 or China Acts 2 chits in the extra actions box if the corresponding world peer is at posture 1. So China's is there. Then return all other crisis chits to the draw cup. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do something else here real quick, if you'll allow me. Let's get the other video capture at existing new webcam. Yeah. So that way, as we're doing some of this stuff, you'll be able to see it. We can slide this over a little bit so that we can make this a little bit bigger. There we go. All right, so we have our crisis chit cup out of the mini. I still think that's a great idea. Pringles singles, baby. We're going to take all of the crisis chits that we have. I've gotten good times twice, and both times it went really well. And we got the NSA one. That was good. Now, I finally figured out how to do the crisis chits for the 2-deck and the 3-deck right. I know I had combined the 2-deck at the end of the first live stream, the final turn, with the crisis deck. I went ahead and went through and fished out all the cascading event cards that were in the 2-deck and put them back in the 2-deck. So that way I kind of redacted it going forward, but we got that right. Okay, next is going to be flip over the 4 ally rogue group counters and randomize them. So that's going to be these guys right here. So we'll do that. We'll do that. And we will shuffle them up. Hey! All right, they're going to go right there. Dink, 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 dink. Next, we are going to move all bills in the passed and signed bills this turn box, where they are now eligible. Move all bills to the unused bills box, where they are now eligible to be voted on again. Move all bills in the passed and signed landmark legislation box to the landmark legislation holding box as a reminder of the cool stuff I've done. Place trending anti-US on both Russia and China's relations. Let me move these guys back over here if I could real quick. Forgot to do that. I always forget to do one thing. Trending anti. So China gets that. Get on there. Russia gets 1. All the way up there on the other side of all their tension counters. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it did the China and Russia summits to help with some things at the ends of the turn. So I'll go ahead and pull that down here. I'll put you there. All right, next we're going to have, and that was it, yes. Next bullet point is adjust public priorities by moving counters up the list. Public priorities by moving counters up the list from bottom to top to fill in any blank spaces for previous past legislation. Then any blank ones randomly draw. Well, they're all still there. Oh, job creation should have been taken out. That was there. So that means we're going to be moving these guys up. So, yeah, let's show you. Yeah, we can't see that from there. So let's go ahead and bring this guy in. Pew, our eye in the sky. So we had taken the public priority for job creation out. So cybersecurity, energy independence, immigration reform, homeland security are going up. There are how many remaining? Let's see. Or I'll just take the counter out and do it. Yeah, that's what we'll do. All right. Da-dee-da. The public would like to see welfare reform, which I have in the pending bills. Okay, that's cool. And then, for any blank priorities left, randomly draw and place public priority counters from the draw cup to create the list of current public priorities. Now, I can change and reorder my administrative legislative priorities as I wish. Energy independence. Education. Education reform was already done. I think I need to draw another one for that. I believe. Tink. We are triggering Exterminatus. Phoenix, how's it going, dude? Glad you could make it in. ID Jester and I were going to be doing this tonight, but last minute changes far as timing, so we're going to be doing it tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock on his channel. I'm going to be going through the game with him a little bit. Privacy legislation. Well, the welfare reform stays as a campaign promise. I really need to get that passed. So how is it going, man? Hope things are well. Here, you're going to be a guest host on the War Room next weekend. That's awesome. Awesome. I think that's fine right there. Okay. Yep. Alrighty. Next is going to be No, that'd be cool. Well, I mean, whether you can or not, but we are, I got the rules when they made them public to download, so I had a month to read them. I was watching the videos, and when the game showed up, I was like, I can figure this out. And it really, if you read all the words and you have good organization with your counters, it really is nice. It really is. That'd be awesome if you can. If not, totally understood, but that'd be cool if you could, dude. That'd be great. Okay, next we're going to do number 2, consequences. This is where bad stuff can happen, but I have improved a little bit. Okay, so if stability is 7 or 8 in a region, the lowest level terror group decrease the lowest by 1, thus eliminating a level 1 group. If there are none and there is a rogue state, if there are any rogue states in the region, reduce the largest by level 1. So a level 1 rogue state becomes a level 4 terror group, thus eliminating a level 1 group. If there are any, then. Okay, so 7 and 8. Let's see what we've got here. Alignment. Stability, 7, 8. No, 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 no. I don't have any stability 7 or 8. All right, no problem. Big Clue, what's going on? Dude, I'm loving this series too. But yeah, this is end of turn 2, so I figure we do the update and go through this stuff and see what I've got in store for year 3 after the midterms. All right, next, if stability is a 6, place 1 new level 1, maximum of 4 terror groups. Any rogue states in the region, roll a die 10. Reduce it by a level if it is 1 to 4. So 6 stability is going to be Eurozone. Going to remove a level 1. There are no level 1s. And there are no rogue states. Okay. Africa. There's a level 1. We will... Oh, no, it's add. Sorry. It's add 1. So... maximum of 4. All right. So a level 1 is going to the Eurozone. A level 1 is going to go to Africa. And I'm going to roll, hopefully, a 1 to 4 to reduce that. Let us do just that. Organizing a couple things here real quick. Dink, you go there. That's where you were before. Yeah, kinda. You guys can whatever. All right. Let's roll that D10. Roll that beautiful bean footage. And put that down. That is a 5. So there's not going to be any reduction in the rogue state. Stability 6. Yes, Eastern Europe. We're adding a new terror group. Oi. No rogue states. Stability's a 5. Stability's a 5. That's it. Okay. If stability is 5, place 2 level 1s. Maximum of 4. No effect on rogue states. So stability is 5. And 2 of them. I'm going to run out of terror group counters before long, if you can believe that. Wow. Terror's running rampant in the world. Stability 5. Add 2 there. I'm going to run out of counters. Max 4. Still there. Holy crap. Mike, game is going great. Mike Ferticelli, game developer. Thanks for popping in. Love it. Number 1, right there. Public approval, 70. Relations. Let's get the big screen just for a quick update mid here. My relations are looking really good. My trouble is I'm running out of terror group counters, and North Korea is a 4 on their missile track. But other than that, things are going very well. They really are. Dude, public approval 70. I don't get it. I'm not that likable. Where were we? South America is stability 5. Yeah, look at me, baby. Yeah. 5. Now I can add 1 terror group here. Now, since I cannot add another terror group, and you can't, then that in that region, then stability at the stability has been reached, increase the region's largest terror group by 1 level. So we are going to increase one of the ones not in the intel track by 2. I don't know if I ever read that rule that you prioritized ones that hadn't been found yet, but I figured doing it up here makes the game too easy on me, so I've just been doing the ones down here. I've not been cheating on that. I don't know if it is cheating or not. I didn't read all of the words if it is in the rules. So, yeah. Don't do as I say, do as I do. Let's see. If stability is 4. We haven't done all the 5s yet. So we're still doing 5s. We just did Middle East. Stability 5 is Africa. They have 4. And I'm supposed to place 2. Maximum of 4, they already have 4. So, if 2 need to be added, each terror group 1 at a time. But since we can't do any, we have to increase the lowest to 2 and increase the other one to a 2. So those are all level 2 terror groups. Stability 6. Stability 5. Central South Asia, we're going to add 1. And we're going to increase 1, which is going to be that because there are 3 number 2s. There's a 1, and a 2. This one is not on the intel track, so we'll increase that for the second add. Stability 5 is going to be here. They have a 2, a 1, and a 2. So we're going to add a 1, and then we are going to increase that to a level 2 terror group. I have no stability 4s or 3s, so I don't need to take care of that at all. Alrighty, next we are going for terrorist recruiting and planning in 2 random regions. So in the first region, which is going to be a 2, so that's going to be Eastern Europe. Increase a level 1 terror group to a level 2. There is a level 1, so we're going to increase it to level 2. And then make a Homeland Security check. Homeland Security is at a 7. That is a 6. So I passed the check, and I'm not adding anything to ConUS or adding a terrorism card to the existing crisis decks. So we don't have to do that. We do have to do a second region. That's going to be 10, which is going to be Asia Pacific. Change a level 1 to a level 2. There is a level 1 in the intel track and the only one there, so it is being bumped to a level 2. And then a Homeland Security check. 7 or less. It is a 7, so nothing there either. Way to go, Homeland Security. Awesome. Okay. That is terrorist testing and recruiting over here. Next, we're going to do rogue state impact. If there is a rogue state 4 on the game board, no, there is not. There are 2 level 1s. One of them has WMDs. Forgot to show you that. Those suckers in Africa right there have WMDs. Yeah, that happened. We'll see. Each rogue state, 2 or 3 counter on the board, decrease that region's stability by 1 box and increase the highest level. No, I don't. So for each, next page, 25C there, for each rogue state 1, rogue 1. For each rogue state 1 counter on the board, increase that regional crises counter by 1 box. So that means rogue state level 1. Ow, major crisis. Crap. And Central South Asia. All right, let's do the major crisis. Let's handle that. Ah, ha, 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 ha. See, even during this, bad things can happen. I love this game. WD1, which is going to be in the World Charts book. And WD1 is going to be Regional Crisis, Regional Major Crisis, page 2. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, no! Alrighty. Okay, if major regional crisis breaks out, -2 public approval. Now I'm only 66. Then roll a die 10 and apply the result below. DRMs, plus or -4 max. Regional stability is 6, 7, 8, no. Regional stability is 3 or 4, no. -1 per very close ally. There are no allies in the region. +1 for non-ceasefire civil war. There are none. +2 if there's at least one war other than civil war in the region. There are none. +1 per game created rogue state in the region. So we are at a +1 on the die 10 roll. I'll just do it over here and I'll bring it to you. 6 +1 is going to be a 7. Okay. Terror network deploys. Roll a die 10 to determine the region. 1 to 3 euros. Well, let's roll the die 10. Let's just do that. 3. 1 to 3 is Eurozone. Place a level 1 terror group in the Eurozone. Actually, with a 6. Max is 4. I cannot place one there. So anytime we have to place one and we can't, we increase a 1 to a 2. I'm presuming that's what I do, because I can't have more than 4 terror groups there. I have 2 3s in the gathering box on the intel track, a 3 and a 2 right there. Okay. And that's it. Oh, these terror groups, man. Oh, that's what I'm going to have to deal with is terrorism across the world. Okay, and then, I'm sorry, get that back out. There's more to do. Don't put that book away. You haven't read all the words yet. Doody-doo. Okay, if the region is the Eurozone, no refugee crisis. Alrighty. And don't I move it back? Okay, it's right up here at the very beginning. Then roll the die 10, then move the regional crisis counter back to the 2 box. Okay, so that comes back to there. All right, that is the end of it. And that was for each rogue state 1 counter. Again, that was C. We're going to D. No rogue states of any level anywhere on the board. No, we had 2. Recruiting. Randomly select 1 rogue state on the board and roll a die 10. +2. If it has a -1 on it, it does not. So we want a 6. Or more. It's an 8. No effect. We like failures. No effect. Okay, F. Remove -1 AP from all game created rogue states that have them. No. Then we're going to war effects. For each current war, there are no wars. For each civil war, there are no civil wars. We're going to number 5. Unexpected consequences of U.S. military footprint. Flip each one. So we have 1 right here. That's Middle East. +1 to highest level terror group. That becomes a 3. Oh, cool. I've got a level 1 terror group counter again. I may not run out. That is, change this 2 to a 3. And then remove the footprint counters from the board and place them face down in their off-board holding box. Consider it done. Then place new U.S. military footprint counters in each region to match the number of non-intel, non-air, non-spec op. So that's going to be USAF and USMC, non-air. So Marine Corps, they're going to get one. Okay. Da-dee-da. That's going to go right there. Military footprint. No. No. Yes. So this is going to be for Central South Asia. +1 regional crises. Goes up to 3. And we will put this one up here. Think that's right. I'm putting them in the holding box. That's just where I put them, so I find them in the same place. Footprint over here in Asia Pacific. Place trending anti. So we're going to remove the trending pro, and it's simply going to be an alignment of 7. Okay. That is it for that, except for replacing the footprint token. It goes right there, up for each Army, so 1. USMC for 1. It says carrier. That's 2. Probably should have been there 2 there anyway. Okay. It's 2 of those. Next is going to be good governments and improving stability. This is going to be some help. For each region that has a regional crisis rating of 0 and contains 0 or 1 unstable state counters and no rogue states counters of any level, increase the stability. So let's do that again. For any that have 0 regional crisis, they all have crisis. Boom. For any region that has a regional crisis rating of 1, here, no unstable state counter. Does not. Either remove any 2 tension counters from the region, or decrease any 2 terror groups in the region by 1 level. So we're going to take that down to a 3 and 2. My choice. No priority. I'm going to lessen those number 1 terror groups and get myself 2 more tokens. Leave the 3 and the 2. We'll find them. We'll deal with them. We have 4 to deal with instead of 2. Following that, no. Red Act. Take the 3 and a 1. Let's do that. So we have a 1 and a 2. South America. Regional crises 1. No rogue states. I'm going to remove 2 tensions from NATO. Let's do that. 1, no rogues, no unstable state. We're going to take 2 tensions from Gulf states, Saudi Arabia, or are we going to, let's do this. I can deal with that. Let's get rid of 1 terror group, a level 1 terror group, and let's buck this 3 down to a 2. But that takes away 1 of my markers. It's okay. Regional crises 1, no unstable state, no tensions there. We're going to drop that 3 down so we don't run the risk of creating a rogue state. We'll make it 2 a 1. Regional crises 1, no unstable states. The tensions. Korea tensions need to come up. Yeah, do that. Let those terror groups go as they may. All right. And then for any region that has a regional crisis rating of 1 and 1 unstable state counter, that's the only unstable state counter, and their crises are 2, so that does not apply. EU economic stability. During each end of turn, looking at 7, segment, the Eurozone may impact Eurozone stability. If it is 6 or higher, it is 4 and improving. If it is 3 or 4, decreases stability by 1 box. Oh, so they're down to 5, the Eurozone. Down to 5, stability. An agent for peace. If all of the following are true, the U.S. or a U.S. ally is not currently involved in any wars. That would be a big fat honkin' nope. Going back to the top of the page, second column. There are 2 or fewer non-ceasefire civil wars on the board. There are none. There are none. If you have 3 or more UN goodwill counters accumulated, no, I don't have any. All right. I don't get the Peace Prize yet because I don't have. I need to do that. I really need to do that. I need to push for UN goodwill counters. I need to do that next turn. Get some legacy points, prestige, public approval. I need to do that. Yeah, over here. I need to do that. The second bullet point in the right column, 3 or more UN goodwill counters. If I had had that, I would have won the Nobel Peace Prize. Oh well. Number 9, changing world opinion of the U.S. Possible improvements and possible worsened. Check the current world opinion of the U.S. and survey the 8 world regions and determine how many you have. How many regions have a regional alignment rating greater than or equal to 6? If the number of regions is greater than or equal to the current world opinion, increase it by 1. Well, the current world opinion is resting on 5. So that means I have to have 5 with a regional alignment. Go back, number 9. Regional alignment rating greater than or equal to 6. I have to have that number of regions, 5 or more. So regional alignment 6. 5 or more. There's a 6, 7, 6, 8, 6, 7. Got it. So we are going to increase the world opinion of us up to 6. Right over here. Doink. Now, if at least 3 regions are 4 or less, all of them are 5, so I do not decrease at any points. Good. All right. World opinion is up to 6. Nice. Next, number 10, effects of trade agreements. I don't have any trade agreements. Effect number 11, campaign promise. If you passed legislation that fulfilled your campaign promise, I did not. So we're going to go to the second bullet point there. -2 public approval, down to 62. Still above 60. -1 party relations. Party relations will drop to 4. Keep the admin priority counter in the campaign promise box. You'll evaluate your success again after the next turn. Okay, next is going to be number 12, congressional reaction to your public approval. If your public approval rating is 60 or higher, increase relationship with Congress by 1 box. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't. And place 1 new congressional friend. As long as your party relations rating allows a new friend. I'm down to 1, as you can see here, and this allows me 3 max. So let's go ahead and cycle through our counter bins so I can find my congressional friends. Crisis chits. Congressional friends. I'd have more congressional opponents, but I keep drawing cards. They keep dying. Mysteriously. I wonder what happened. Yeah, that's right. Questionable, baby. That's going to be Hugo Torres. Radical. Alrighty. Oh, we have 3 radicals. That's going to drop bipartisan cooperation. Daggone it. I hate radicals. I hate radicals. Okay. We have done that. And if your public approval rating is now below 40, it is not. 13. Add New Year deck and reshuffle. We're getting ready to do stuff here, folks. We're getting ready to do stuff. So, we're going to add the next year deck to whatever cards are left of the current crisis. So there is the current crisis deck right there. We're going to add the year 3 deck to that and hope I don't drag any counters. No, we're good. Okay. We're going to add that to it. And then count the cards currently in the reshuffle pile. And I think we're going to draw half of those rounded down, if I recall correctly. Yes, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's shake these up. Right there. 1, 2, 3. We're going to add 3 cards. Right there. Boom. And then removing half of them rounded down from the game. So there's card number 4. Okay, these 3 are leaving the game. And then shuffle, add those remaining to the New Year deck. Shuffle all those cards together and place them in the crisis deck space. But I'm keeping it closer to me because it's easier than reaching all the way across and dragging counters with the bottom of my sleeve and the flab of my arms. So we'll shuffle those up. And then we get to the really cool stuff. Okay, this is the new crisis deck for the coming year. If this is end of turn 4, it is not. Not yet. However, okay, for second term. No, we're not doing that. All right, so that goes there. Presidential performance evaluation, core, sandbox, game only. And I was so depressed the last game because I was looking at stuff and didn't realize it was the 5 tracks. So when I saw it was a total of 5 tracks, I was like loving it. Okay, here we go. Public approval value at the left top is 8. Right there is 8. Okay, so that is 8. Relations with Congress, ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to say, is 8. That is 16. Relations with the media is a 7. That is 23. Homeland Security is a 7. That is 30. State of the economy, 7. That is 37. No regional alignment, 4 or less. 2 rogue state counters makes 35. 35. Plus auto victory. Game over. You've won a massive victory. Americans revere you as the greatest American president. If this is the end of turn 2 or later, at the end of turn 1, treat this the same as a 30 to 34. I just got auto victory. I did it. I did it. My fellow Americans, I did it. Wow. I guess I'll just have to set up and play another game. Auto victory. Wow. I won my first ever game of Mr. President. Wow. Normal difficulty. Sandbox scenario. Wow. So I'm going to have to play the harder version of the game because I love punishing myself Thank you, Mike. Mike Butter Jelly in the chat. Big Clue. Phoenix Knight. Everybody who's watching. Auto victory. Wow, I didn't see that one coming. I really didn't. Oh, man. Oh, I love this game. Thank you, Mike. Thank you, Gene. Thank you, everybody at the GMT team. Just, wow. That was awesome. Tomorrow, 4 o'clock, I'm going to be getting on with IDJ. I'm going to be running him through the game. I am no Mike Berticelli by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm going to be donning my best to read all the words that I possibly can. But, yeah, so, I love this game. I love it. It is awesome. It is taking up the entire filming surface at Strat Central, and it's going to stay set up for a while. I'm going to play this game. I am. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in to the streaming series for Mr. President. I really do appreciate it. It's been a cool ride. Auto victory. Yeah, baby. I'm giddy. I love this game. Guys, thank you very much for watching. Like the channel, subscribe to the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Click the little dinger bell thingy. That way you'll know whenever I upload content. Any questions, comments, concerns, put it down in the doobly-doo with a timestamp, so that way I can more quickly answer your question and more accurately as well. Don't forget to check out my video 29 June 23. I'm going to be giving away a copy of Mr. President when I reach 1,200 subs. And if that doesn't happen quickly, sometime end of August, beginning of September, we'll just run the giveaway regardless. I'm not going to make it stretch out too much. But guys, thank you very much for watching. Mike, Big Clue, Phoenix Knight, all you folks out there watching who weren't in the chat, thank you very much for making this such a fun thing to do. Do it for me, I do it for you guys. Thanks a lot and keep on rolling. Yeah.